Hi, I'm Chef Erica Davis with CocoaTown. Making your own chocolate from bean to bar has grown in popularity in the past few years as user-friendly equipment is readily available. Learning to make chocolate and starting a business selling your product is exciting. But still, it takes investment in time, learning about the process, where ingredients are coming from, sourcing them out, and perfecting your own recipe for chocolate. Today I'll be showing you the various steps to make chocolate from bean to bar. First, we'll start with choosing and sorting through your cocoa beans. These cocoa beans are imported from farmers in Brazil. But there are many varieties of beans you can choose from. Just like coffee, the cocoa beans have distinctive characteristics based on their geological origin. The cocoa butter content and flavor are specific to a certain region and variety of the beans. If you have received cocoa beans before they were cleaned, please take the time to go through and remove any debris. You want to sort the good beans from the bad beans. They may have fungus, bugs, or they could be underdeveloped. You can use a stainless steel tray like this one to isolate the good cocoa beans. As I'm removing stones and sticks and placing the good beans to the side, here is a batch of beans we've already cleaned, and now we can move on to the next step in the process, which is roasting. By roasting your cocoa beans, it brings out the most intense flavor and color, and in addition, it kills bacteria. Convection ovens can be used to roast beans and for small-scale operations, but it is time-consuming. Spread the beans in a single layer on a flat pan. Stir the beans intermittently to make sure there are no hot spots and all the beans are roasted uniformly. If you want consistent results with minimum intervention and maximum benefit, use CocoaTown Junior Roaster. These CocoaTown roasters combine convection and conduction heating so the beans get roasted evenly. Also, the rotating drum mixes the beans constantly and consistently, so no need to manually stir the beans. You slowly take the drum and bring it down to the first setting. We open up the latch, add our beans. The capacity of the beans of the drum holds up to 4 to 6 pounds. We slowly close our latch, place it on the second setting, close our door, set our time, which is 20 minutes on roast. These roasters can roast 4 to 6 pounds of beans in a batch. The roasters are set at a fixed temperature of 135 degrees Celsius. Roasting time varies from 20 to 45 minutes depending on the bean's variety, origin, and cocoa butter content. To remove the beans from the drum, I stop the machine, open the door, and open my latch. I'm going to close the door again and then turn the roaster back on so that the drum can release the beans. Once your beans are roasted, take them out of the oven and cool them rapidly. Transfer them to another flat pan and blow a fan over them. By stopping the roasting process, it prevents you from over-roasting your beans, which is very important. Now that the roasted beans are cracked to expose the cocoa nibs, which is the essence of cocoa beans. It is full of cocoa solids and cocoa butter. Cracking the beans in small quantities is done by a roller or by hand, peeling the shells, or by the CocoaTown mini pre-grinder. Manually peeling the beans by hand is painful to the fingertips and time-consuming. Roller crackers in the market crack the beans into very small pieces, and then whittling becomes a challenge as some nibs get into the husk, or the husk ends up with the nibs. When you use the CocoaTown mini pre-grinder, it cracks the beans into bigger pieces so the husk can be removed. From the container, we're going to show you the small blade. This will be for the cracking of the cocoa beans. Add the cocoa beans in a jar, approximately about 1 cup. Close the lid and place on the mini pre-grinder. Make sure to use only 1 cup of beans at a time. This ensures fast and uniform cracking. This is our end result. You can see how the nibs and the hulls are big pieces and separated easily. This is our CocoaTown Power Cracker. It cracks up to 1 pound every 60 seconds. It has 3 stainless steel rollers to crack your cocoa beans into cocoa nibs. Now we will load our cocoa cracker with cocoa beans. Now this here is our results of the CocoaTown Power Cracker. As you look here, you see that the hulls have been removed from the cocoa bean, and you have hulls and cocoa nibs. We've finished cracking our cocoa beans. Now we're going to start the process of whittling. Whittling is where you remove the rest of the husk from the cocoa nibs. We will be on this process using a hair dryer, but you can also use a fan or a tool that is made for whittling. By using a blow dryer, we're going to start the whittling process by removing the husk from the cocoa nibs. And this can be, as you see, a messy process. Final product of whittling. All the husk is removed from the cocoa nibs. And this is our CocoaTown mini grinder. It has 2 stones, a plastic wiper, and a stone base. This is a 110 volt and it can hold up to 10 pounds of chocolate. Now we're going to start our grinding process. We have our cocoa nibs here, and we're going to add them into the drum. Now, we can grind our cocoa nibs up to 90 hours to make our chocolate liqueur, and then from that point, we'll slowly add our cocoa butter, if you like, and our sugar. For the next few steps, we're going to use our melanger, and it does the same thing as our mini grinder. As you know, with our pre-grinder, you grind your cocoa nibs, but you can also grind up your sugar. Grind it to a powder and then slowly add it into your chocolate liqueur in our melanger. This is 8 ounces of sugar, which has been grinded to a powder. We're slowly watching the chocolate change in texture also. This is the last of our sugar. And the texture has already changed in the chocolate liqueur, which is now sweet chocolate liqueur, which we call chocolate. This is our SLTA melanger with a tension adjuster on the top. We're going to release the tension on our melanger, and the reason why is because we are starting our process of conching. Conching developed air into our chocolate, also developed great flavor and texture.